Hello there. So this secret report points fingers at a failing Home Office, but the truth is the whole establishment machine has become a fully operational anti-UK Terminator. The Home Office tried to keep the lid on this secret report for 2 years, but a legal challenge from the Times put paid to that. But don't be fooled into thinking this is isolated to the Home Office. So we now learn that the 26-page report written by the now Tory MP for West Suffolk Nick Timothy talks about the Home Office having several confused and conflicting systems working to contradictory ends, as if we didn't know. And that causes the poor enforcement of immigration laws, says the report. Yeah, and the rest. Nick Timothy makes the whole Home Office organisation sound like some sort of crackpot Heath Robinson setup. There is a culture of defeatism amongst officers and a sense that high failure rates are an unavoidable fact of life in the system, says the report. And as a result, the Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has called her own Home Office not yet fit for purpose. But when you see that the report says things like identity politics, social issues and listening circles are ruling the roost, then I would bet that if the same exercise was conducted in every government department and quango, you'd get exactly the same answers. But I'm wondering if our Home Secretary is not quite pleased about this report being made public. Because every time she fails the illegal immigration targets, she can point to that report and say she's trying to clear up a Tory mess. But also that it will take time to do so. A new inquiry will be set up, work will now start on rebuilding the Home Office, etc., etc., etc. But the answer is quite simple, really. The problems don't come from departments. Chairs, tables and offices do not make the decisions. No, it's the useless people who work in the department that do that. And no, the Secretaries of State and Ministers do not run or manage their departments. That is the sole task of senior civil servants. The unsackable and unaccountable Whitehall mandarins who seem to soak up so many baubles from the honours list every year. Well, the ones who have fulfilled their DEI requirements anyway. Ministers are there to take the fall for failure. In fact, DEI seems to be the only thing the civil serpentry excels at. And government is failing. Exactly. Go woke, go broke. Now a quick interjection. Most of you watching right now aren't subscribed, so here's what you need to do after liking this video. Press the subscribe button, then hit the little bell and select all. And set your YouTube app to allow notifications. That way you'll get every single video the moment it's released. Otherwise you'll miss out. Now, can anyone point to a government department that is operating at optimal efficiency and effect for the country? Except where their new DEI responsibilities are concerned, of course. In fact, I doubt the Home Office senior civil servants care one jot about this report. They'll be looking at the number of DEI meeting attendance certificates that no doubt festoon their office walls. And they are probably regretting not getting Hate Not Hope to write a DEI report on the Home Office. Doubtless they'd get a AAA ***** for that. As far as I'm concerned, DEI has forced the civil service to employ and promote people who are totally unsuitable for the job. It's the people in the department who are unfit for purpose, Ms. Mahmood, not the department itself. But it's worse than that. From the cradle to grave, DEI now dictates the success of the person. Skin colour, sexual orientation and religion, in no particular order, now defines your future success or your future failure. And any hint of white privilege is the death knell to your life chances, leading to DEI-driven educational entry processes and exam certificates, job applications and promotion reports, all being unfit for their intended purpose. Everyone who has benefited from that system will ensure it continues ad infinitum. Instead of concentrating on professional outcomes and earning through merit, our entire establishment is concentrated solely on earning through DEI grift. And once ministers realise that they can use it as an excuse for their own failures, more reports like this will probably surface. And all the while, nothing will be done about it, because the DEI rules put in place prevent anything being done about it. And it will prevail until a Prime Minister with real guts comes along and clears it all away. That does not sound very Starmerish to me. Especially while DEI infests our judiciary and legal systems. We are being battered from every side by a DEI doctrinal hurricane that is in the process of tearing this country apart. As the failures of the Home Office indicate, DEI also dictates that anyone can come into the country and never be removed. And also that the ordinary taxpayer must foot the ever fast rising bill to pay for it. And if you moan about it, or worse, take to the streets protesting about it, then DEI rules dictate a police response. And as far as DEI is concerned, the political neutrality of our teaching profession actually requires our educators to continually ram woke Marxist propaganda down the throats of our offspring. Because that is the way they keep this whole DEI agenda afloat. And those involved will not stop until they are forced, yes, forced to stop. Just remember, the educational establishment keeps refusing to tell parents what they are teaching our children. Even back in February this year, this Labour government blocked a move to give parents the right to see what their children were being taught, showing exactly how reliant the Labour Party is on the whole DEI programme. They probably see DEI as the way to a permanent left-wing governance of the UK. But I have to say I think the UK has passed peak woke, and that the pendulum is fast gathering pace to reverse it. And reverse it hard, and the sooner the better. Because DEI mixed in with a government digital ID system would be the end of humanity in the UK. Finally, please like, subscribe and comment below, and a big shout out to our channel membership and Patreon supporters. And thank you for watching.